Let me tell you what a freed keeper is. I am not dead, I am not alive, I am not kept, not read. I turned the last page and the page turned me out, and now I stand in the white margin after the sentence stops. I can read every name the book has ever rubbed out. I can rise in a black kettle, a dark window, in new ink. But I cannot be written, and I cannot write one binding word. I am free, and one by one, this valley goes out like candles, and I do not know whether I saved it or unmade it. Some books keep the days. This one keeps us. Previously in the Almanac, Maris told the bees the long autumn had ended and winter was coming, then found a whole hive gone silent and translucent, the bees forgetting the way home. At the well, old Nan Pell woke unable to remember her own name. Overnight, Nan thinned to nothing, the first of us fully unwritten, her chair empty, her name gone from every mouth and blanked out of the meeting hall register as if she had never been. And in the margin of Maris's bee-log, in a hand that was not hers, I can still see her. I am the only one who can. Now let me tell you what I am, while there is finally a hand that can hear me. I am Wren. I was the keeper. On the night the fog lifted, I climbed the 41 steps and did the thing no keeper had done. I wrote a true last line in my own hand, read my own name aloud, and let the breath out. 100 years of held breath, gone out of me and out of the valley in one long sigh. The bell rang. The water went flat as a closed eye. The calendar turned. I freed everyone. I freed her, the low woman, Nell, who had been folded under the drowned church door as the book's living index, face turned away, holding us all still in cold water. I turned her loose too. I am proud of that still. I want you to know I am proud of it, because of everything that comes after. That is the one thing I would do again. And now I am this, not dead, not alive, not kept, not read. I turned the page and the page turned me out. I am past the last line, standing in the white margin after the sentence stops. I walk through the hollow and no boot of mine bends a blade of frost. I can read every page the book has ever written and every name it has rubbed out. I can rise in the black of a kettle, in a window at dusk, in the wet shine of new ink, and look out. I can write in margins. You have seen me. I have left my little notes down the sides of Maris's log like a woman calling through a wall. But I cannot be written, and I cannot write one binding word. Not one. I am free, and I am the most powerless thing in this valley. Here is the shape of the cruelty, and I have had weeks to learn it. I feel the index door. Down, under the black water, the drowned church stands with its door hanging open for the first time in 100 years. Open and empty, because I emptied it. I feel it, the way you feel a tooth gone. The tongue keeps going back to the gap, again and again, certain something ought to be there, finding only the soft cold of the socket. 100 years that door held a woman folded shut against the current, and now it holds nothing. And the nothing has a shape, and the shape is a mouth, an empty index. Nothing held, nothing kept. I thought empty meant free. I did not yet know a door could stand open like an invitation. Then Nan Pell forgot her name at the well. I watched it happen, and I could not lift a finger of ink to stop it. Nan thinned. She went soft at the edges, like breath on cold glass. And then she was not there. And by morning, her chair was empty, and her name was blank in the register, and gone from every mouth in the hollow, every mouth but mine. I remember her. I am the only one who does. That is my whole estate now. I am the keeper of the erased. I hold the ones the thinning rubs out, because I stand in the margin where rubbed out things go, and there is no one else to hold them. It is not much, what I hold. It is only remembering, and remembering keeps no one warm. But if I let it go, They are not even that. Not gone, which is at least a kind of having been, but never. I will not let them be never. And I do not know if I killed her. That is the thing that will not let me be. I set them free, and freedom is unmaking them one at a time. Or, the book has a new hand now, and the new hand is clumsy in its sleep, and the thinning is the new hand's poor grammar, and not my open door at all. I cannot tell which. I stand in Merrin's cottage and watch her belly grow round with the first child this valley has made in a century. A true child, coming the ordinary mortal way. And in the same hour I watch a hive fade and a woman forget her name, and I cannot tell which of these I caused. Did I open the door to let the spring in, or only to let the cold in? I do not know. A freed keeper is a woman who traded 100 years of certainty for one honest morning and a lifetime of not knowing. No one told me that. There was no one to tell me. There is only me telling you. You came up the causeway 3 weeks ago in a surveyor's oilskin with a field book under your arm and a commission stamp on it, counting the stones, and you did not know, you still half do not, that the book had written you before your boot touched the first wet stone. I have tried to reach you every night since. I left notes in your margins. I stood in your shaving glass. You felt me the way you feel a draft, and you shut the window. But tonight, you woke with ink to the second knuckle, and no memory of dipping a pen, and a fresh entry in the Almanac in your own clipped hand, tomorrow's weather, and one man's small day set down like a wager. And you were frightened enough, at last, to follow the cold. You followed my note down the stair to the keeper's desk. You looked into the black kettle on the cold hearth, and for the first time, you saw me whole. You did not scream. I will always be grateful you did not scream. You said, very quietly, the way a surveyor reads a figure he does not believe, "You're the one who was here before." Yes. Look at your hand, I told you. Look at your W. When you write your name, the downstroke stays open at the foot, like an eye that will not close. Mine closed. That is how you tell my hand from yours in the margins. Mine is a shut eye, yours is an open one. The book is not haunting you, Wynn. The book is writing itself through you while you sleep. The snow is yours, the weather is yours. Whatever small day you set down tonight will happen tomorrow because you set it down. You are the new handwriting. I am so sorry. No one asked you either. You asked me. Of course you asked me. Then help me unwrite it. Take the pen, and I had to tell you the cruelest thing I know. I cannot. I am past the last line. Nothing I set down will hold. Ink runs off me like water off slate. Only you can write now. Only the living hand can compose. And to compose a person, Wynn. To write a body and a name and a small day into being is the oldest sin this book has. It is the sin that made the keepers. It made Nell. It made me, my false childhood, my aunt, the frozen lake I never fell through. None of us said yes. You cannot save a thinning man by writing him fuller without composing him, and to compose him is to keep him the way I was kept, a person turned to handwriting, held and never once asked. Every mercy in this valley has a hook in it. I have felt every hook. I showed you the door. In the kettle's black I turned the water and let you see it. The drowned church down in the flat cold, its door swung open on nothing. Look at it, I said. That is the thing to be afraid of, not me. An empty index is a temptation, Wynn. It is a held breath waiting for a mouth. Somewhere in this valley, there is someone frightened enough by the thinning to look at that open door and think, fill it again, fold someone under again. Hold the breath again and call the cold off. A deathless October was a cage, but it was warm, and frightened people remember the warmth and forget the bars. When they come to you, and they will come, with a volunteer and a rope and a good reason, remember you saw that door standing open, and remember what it cost the last woman who let it close. You did the same thing. You said, then I leave. I take my field book to the commission and let cleverer people than a dead woman and a sleepwalker sort it out. You would come up 41 stones. You would go down 41 and be gone by noon. I let you walk to the door because you had to learn it with your own boots. You came back grey. You counted the causeway going down, and it gave you 39. You counted again, both ways, kneeling in the snow with your surveyor's chain, and up was 41, and down was 39 every time. The last 2 stones simply not there on the way out. And past the ridge, where your map swears there is a road and a commission and a whole ordinary country, there is a wall of white fog no glass can read and no chain can measure. A hard blank margin stood on end at the edge of the page. The way out is not the way in. You did not climb into a valley, Wynn. You were written into one. There is no down that leaves. You sat on the keeper's stool with your inked hand shaking and your open-eyed W drying on the page. The entry you wrote in your sleep, tomorrow's small day, a lamp lit at the low end of the lane, Bram the lamplighter making his round. And you looked so young and so caught that I forgot for one breath what I am. I reached to take your hand. I only mean to hold it. I have not held a single thing in weeks. I forget that I am the one who turns the page. That a page turned is a page unmade. That where I pass, the sentence ends. My fingers go through yours like cold through a coat. And on the desk, the ink of your entry lifts. It rises off the paper in a slow grey thread, unraveling, the way breath leaves glass. Your own true words coming undone under my touch, and out in the dark at the low end of the lane, the lamp you had written gutters and goes black, and a man cries out. Bram, written into that sentence. I hear him now, I, who hear all the erased. I hear him call your name once across the snow as his hands go to glass, to grey, to margin, as he begins all at once to go through. I cannot compose. I have never been able to compose, but I have just learned what I can do.